Welcome to another Busy Bee recipe. I am so excited to get this one started. This is quick curry. It is so delicious. You're gonna love it. It's a vegetarian dish, so it's really like open to everyone. I'm telling you, it is so creamy and delicious and flavor packed. You're going to love it. If this sounds like something you want to figure out, then you should stick around. All right guys, we're gonna start by throwing up a timer here. I'm gonna say we could do this in about 10 minutes, probably even quicker. So we're gonna throw that up. Now just for the speed of the video, and so you don't have to watch me cranking these things open, I did open up my cans and I did pre-wash my chickpeas, but other than that, we are doing this all live. So let's get started. The first thing we gotta do is chop our onion. Okay, I'm gonna cut off the ends of that. Now I gotta tear off that skin. Almost there. All right, so I got the skin right off, and you need about half an onion for this. So we're gonna chop that right in half, save the other half. And for this, you're just chopping it in little squares, but it can be rough chopped, it's fine. All right, so we have our onions. Maybe do a quick chop over them. We got that timer going, so I wanna go a little quick. All right, next we gotta heat up some oil. We're gonna drop some olive oil in there. All right. And get that going. We need to grab some garlic. I usually add about 3 cloves of garlic. So I'm gonna chop that up. And I love fresh garlic. It's so flavorful. Probably know that already from some of the videos we've already created. It's just so good. So we just sort of dice this up. This can be a rough chop. Doesn't have to be fancy. All right. And if you don't like garlic as much, you can use less. You can use 1, 2, or 3, but I love that flavor, so I'm gonna go with 3. All right, now our pan's looking hot, so we're gonna now toss in the onions. The onions are gonna get quick go about the onions. Stir that around. Then we're gonna throw in that garlic. Quick saute of that. Let's stir that around. We're trying to develop some of those flavors. We wanna develop those flavors so it's just rich, delicious, and good. After that, we're gonna go with about a 1-inch piece of ginger. Shave that ginger off. Oop. If you get organic ginger, you can actually eat the root, the skin part. Tons of vitamins in there. I didn't get organic today, so I'll be honest, who gets organic? I don't get organic. I can't afford it on a teacher's salary, but at least I can afford organic ginger. We're gonna microplane that. I don't have a microplaner, so I just use this on kind of the fine setting. We're gonna put that right in. All right, and this is almost in. scoop the inside in, throw it over here. All right, give it one more stir. Now we're gonna use a serrano pepper. I only use about half of this for the spice level I like. Just sort of chop it up. Whoop. Gonna make it little small bits. Then we drop her in like everything else. Give that a quick stir. All right, now we gotta add my favorite part. We gotta add these spices. And I have 4 spices going into this, and it's super awesome. I have 1 tablespoon curry, and then I have 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon paprika, and 1 teaspoon of coriander. This is delicious stuff. I've already laid it out. We wanna have those toast up and warm up. It brings out a lot of the flavors. You're gonna like it. So I'm gonna drop all of those in, and we're gonna let it sort of simmer for about 30 seconds. The heat really brings out that flavor, and it just makes it super delicious. All right, we're almost at the 30 seconds. This is where we're gonna drop in some of our cans. All right, so I have 1 can of diced tomatoes, 1 can of, I do have organic, 1 can of organic coconut milk, and then 1 can of washed chickpeas. So drop in the tomatoes, drop in that, and then lastly, drop in the coconut milk. Give that a good stir. And it's already starting to come together and be delicious smelling, and the flavor is so good. I wish you guys could smell this. All right, so while that simmers, and we have some time on the timer, while that simmers, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some cilantro. If you're in other parts of the world, cilantro is coriander. So I'm gonna chop off some of the stalk, but not all of it. And we're actually gonna put this is like 1 whole bunch. And I'm gonna just chop it up and put this veg right into the curry. And it is so flavorful, and it's gonna add that pop of color. All right. So now we're gonna go back here and check where we're at simmering wise. Oh, I'm telling you, this is fabulous. Now, if you want to develop those flavors even more, you could let this go for just 10 minutes on here, simmer it down, maybe while your rice cooks. Putting this over a bed of rice is fabulous. Also, you could put it over couscous. I mean, it is just so good. You could use it just kind of like a dal and sort of dunk into it with some bread or some naan. It is so delicious. All right, our last steps here. I mean, we're already at last steps. We're gonna take the cilantro. I reserve some for the end. I just kind of want to put it over each dish. I put a bunch in here. Okay, and I just kind of mix that in. That's super delicious. That gives us, like I said, that pop of color. Last, we have to zest a lime in this recipe, and it's gonna give it that pop of acidity that we're gonna want. Then what we're gonna do is take that same lime, we're just gonna cut it again. Cut it into little wedges, because you're gonna wanna sprinkle some, of this over your dish when it's done. So I'll be right back. I mean, you can see the time. It's amazing. We did this quickly. We did this so good. It's so delicious. Now I'm just gonna move on to sort of plating it, and you're gonna be like, this is amazing. All right, you can see our curry. Oh, and the flavors are so good. Okay, let's get a bowl out. So I put a bed of rice down, and then I'm just gonna scoop this deliciousness over. And voila, right? This dish is so scrumptious and one that you guys have to try at home. I absolutely love it. I gotta dig in here right away. So good. I forgot though. Oh, that's so good. To definitely put a little lime juice over the whole shebang. And you're gonna love it. This is so good. It's extremely hot right now, but I think you guys are gonna love it. Yeah, that bit of acidity. And then again, if you want, you could drop some fresh cilantro over the top. And that's it. Basta, you're done. This serves, like I said, about 3 hungry people, 4 if everybody's just getting a little bit of it. Easily doubleable. This is a must try. I hope you guys enjoyed this Busy Bee recipe. This one was, I'll admit, this one was tough to try to shoot all live like this, but I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, enjoy the food. Food brings people together. This conference is bringing people together. We're changing the world together. I love it. Invite a friend over. Have a good meal. Take care.